Dave, thanks for having another chat with us ahead of your next game where you're heading off to Wigan. Well, just before we get into that, can we just talk about welcoming a special visitor down there yesterday to your training ground? Talk us through that. What an inspiration that was.
Listen, if you ever needed a pickup, there's a lad there that's going through a real tough time with his mum. Well, what an inspiration they were, and they are, and they'll remain that way. I have to say, they were, Ashton and Vicky's mum, they are unbelievably inspirational. I'm sure Ashton left yesterday. I know he said to his mum, "What a day I've had." We felt the same. Just being around him, we felt the same. What was it? He got here at 10:30, and I think I got back in my office at about 3:30. We were just out on the field playing cricket. He sat there, just playing cricket, hitting balls, all the staff, and he's just an inspirational kid. It's fabulous to be around. Such a positive attitude, I have to say. And like I say, his mum goes a long way in making sure that happens as well, and she deserves a lot of credit. And she's, fighting with him. So between them, they've got their mindset absolutely focused and absolutely right where it needs to be. And if anybody's going to, take on and challenge the road ahead that they've got, it's going to be Ashton, with his mum in support, because, like I said, they were inspirational. His mindset, his outlook. Wow, he is one special person, I have to say. And I said to him, and I said to his mum, whenever you need to come back down here, you just hop in your car. Don't worry about anything else. Just come and see us, because we will do everything we can. We've got runs to the Bet365 and Vale Park and back, and we've got a cricket game, and we've got something else going on. We've got a football game. There's all sorts going on for all summer to raise money for him. So we'll do as much as we can to keep him fighting. He doesn't need much of that. Like I say, his inner strength is huge. But we'll do all we can as a football club.
The other thing is about it, Dave, as well, of course, is that while you as the football club who you're linked to is doing everything, the world of sport has taken to Ashton, hasn't it?
Yeah, he mentioned something to me yesterday, just a passing comment. Straight away I got on the phone, sent a message to someone. Not a problem for him. I don't want to say too much until it happens, because he doesn't know that that's happened, and he won't know it's happened until it happens. I don't, but the player in question, straight away, not a problem, and that's just epitomises the sporting world. They've had messages from David Beckham. They've had messages from Freddie Flintoff. And everyone, Paddy McGuinness. There's been anyone and everyone you can think of in the Stephen Mulhern. It's like, who knows Stephen Mulhern? But what you've got to understand is that I think you're only ever 2 phone calls away from making contact with someone, and when it's for such a good cause and for such a good reason, humanity just shines through. It restores your faith in humanity for all the crap that goes on social media and the negative aspects of humanity and life. It's stories such as Ashton's that I suppose make you feel proud to be a human being, and it shows the good side of people. And it does mean the world. His mum said to me yesterday again, the social media stuff, the little videos, the little posts, whenever they've got a little down a little bit of a down moment, they just go and read them again. They go and watch the videos again. And there's been literally I bet there's been over 100. And it's that kind of thing that doesn't half keep your spirits up and keep you fighting. And that's important. And that's our job as a football club, to make sure we keep his spirits as high as we can through his mum, so that he fights this, that, you know, and embraces this challenge ahead with everything that little lad's got, to give him the best chance of coming out the other side.
Let's turn now to your preparations then for your next game, which of course is Wigan. Just bring us up to date on Ryan Wintle and Rio Adebisi as well, if you can.
Well, Rio won't be available because he had sort of delayed concussion during the game, and we take them protocols really seriously and make sure we adhere to the rules. We know that some clubs don't, but we do. So he won't be available. And if he passes everything, then he'll be available next week. But he's got to pass every day. He's got to make sure his symptoms aren't still with us or with him. And if he does, then he'll be available Tuesday. So that's they're set in stone. Them guidelines. There's no let's accelerate it forward or anything like that. That's, you know, he's 20, so they're set in stone. Under 19, it'd be longer. I think I'm right in saying 19 to 20 rather than 20 to 21. Yeah. So we know that the time frame is an absolute minimum, and we can't do anything about that. Even if he's itching and chomping at the bit to say, no, I feel fine now. No, tough luck. They're the rules. So he's not available. Ryan will be assessed, and we'll see where we are with him.
Well, you got yourself back to what you wanted, more or less. There's still a lot more to come. We know that because you've seen him perform against some real top clubs and get good results against them. But there's a bit of pride restored in midweek. Would you think? If the self-belief might have gone away a little bit when you've lost 6-0 as well, it came back a little bit for you, surely.
Yeah, I thought we played a different way. That's the first thing to say. We asked them to do something that they're maybe not that comfortable in doing and play longer. For a whole host of reasons. And obviously that might alter their mindset to go, bloody hell, what we're doing here, or no, do I run here? No, just run. Don't worry about anything else, just run. And they did, to a man. They tried their socks off. And if you try this football club, while I'm manager, I'll help you. If you don't run around, then, you know, expect to be told that you're not running around. And they ran around Tuesday, and they tried their best. And if they try their best, then we'll help them. Yes, there were one or two bits that we can still improve in that, and still do this, and still do that. But, you know, we had some good chances. Don't get me wrong, so did Portsmouth. However, I thought it was a real good game and cagey. I thought we caught them on the hop with how we played. I do. You know, we like I say, we played a lot longer than we normally do because we knew they were going to come and press and try and squeeze the life out of us. So much so that before the game, you know, Danny said, they're definitely playing three in midfield to their team. We heard him. And at half time, he came up to me and said, when was the last time you played like this? And I just winked at him. And then after the game, they went, why did you go so long? You know, you passed the ball. Which I explained and told him the reasons. So we obviously caught them on the hop a bit. And we know that we've got to gain any advantage we can. That's my job. That's Mike, Kenny's, Alex, John Dillon's job, to give the players the best chance of being successful in any match day. But however we do that, it's got to be underpinned by hard work and graft and belief. And we had that on Tuesday, and that's why we got a clean sheet.
Is it a case then now with the game coming up pretty quick after Tuesday night, getting that, as you quite rightly say, your job and the rest of the management team's job to get the balancing act right? Because you made those 6 changes. Quite a lot of those, well, mainly all those substitutes have figured more or less all season for you. So you've got a strong squad of players to select from for your next game. Is that something now that you have to weigh up of which way you finalise your team?
Yeah, we always weigh that up every game. So, you know, we pick a team that we feel can win the game every week. It's as simple as that. And that'll be no different for tomorrow. You know, Wigan are a good team. They've got good players. And I think if you underestimate them at your peril. I think they'll stay up because I think they're a good team. I think they're probably the best team that's down near the bottom. So we can't go into this game under any illusions that it's going to be a real tough game, as tough as Tuesday. And if we approach it with the right mindset and the right work ethic, then we'll give ourselves a chance of winning the game. And we can, like I said, we can give them all the game plan, the tactical details, and how to expose Wigan as much as we want. But if we don't run around and don't believe it's going to happen, then it's very difficult. So we've got to pick players that believe that they can be successful against Wigan Athletic on Saturday.
You said many times in interviews you set the players' targets. Obviously, unfortunately, it looks like that one first target isn't going to be able to be achieved, and that would have been the playoffs. I'm pretty sure the top target would have been automatic promotion. So deep down now, what are you looking for? What's the target now between now and the end of the season?
I think if you're referring to a team target, it's still there. To finish as high as possible. That's the target. That was the target in August. That's the target today. That'll be the target on Monday morning. Is to finish as high as possible. Can we finish top? I'm pretty certain that's mathematically impossible. Now I don't know. I haven't looked at the table, but I'm sure it is. So that's still the case. That's the team target. There's still lots to do individually. Can you get to 15 clean sheets? Can you get to, as a personal thing, can you get to 15 goals, 10 goals? Can you get to 40 appearances? Can you, whatever it might be. Now, you only do that if you perform really well. You take somebody like Anthony Evans, his target should be to play every game between now and the end of the season. What is the left? 6, 7 left? He's got to play every game between now and the end of the season. How does he do that? He's got to perform well. He's got to run around like he did on Tuesday and stay in the team. That's got to be his first target. Can he score a goal? Can he score 2 goals? Can he score 3 goals? Never scored a hat-trick. So it's all that. That's it's the targets are sort of self directed and intrinsic, and should be used for motivation and guidance, because they should be the drivers. You should never be satisfied with what you've got. So just because we go, oh well, actually the playoffs are out of reach now and all the rest of it, doesn't matter. Finish 9th. Why not? Why not finish 9th? Why? Why not? Why not? Well, it gives you more armory for you as a player if you're renegotiating a contract. A direct correlation to money. There you go. That's a biggie, isn't it? A real biggie. You don't do that if you're not trying your best. So if you finish 18th, well, don't come to me and ask for an extra 50 quid because you won't get it. That's as honest and as brutal as it is, really. And that's, I suppose that's a great motivator as well. If money's your motivation.